Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome to another episode of Transsexual Meltdowns. And today on the show, I would like to talk with you about coming out and what friends think about it, and bugs on the windshield, as I like to call them. So, I would like to talk about a little bit about when I came out and how I did and what happened when I did it. So, if we go back in time a bit to the summer of 2010, when I was doing my experiments with the public on the internet to see what they would think about me being trans, I first did an experimental profile on MySpace. And I used a different zip code. I got a hotel area code for a place in LA. And I did a Los Angeles coming out as a transsexual MySpace as an experiment, just to see what it would be like to actually tell people, that I was trans before I actually came out to my actual real friends. And I was having fun with it. It was going well. It was going really well. I was getting a lot of very strange requests from people going under the name Miranda, because I thought that my name was going to be Miranda, and I used to go by Miranda. So eventually, to get to the story, I switched the zip code over to my home state and started going by Miranda to everybody else in my home state. But the funny thing was I wasn't even living in my home state. So when I came out to everybody, I'm in a completely different state altogether, living in Texas. So, so I had to come out to everybody over the internet, which was very, very strange, but actually a lot easier, actually. So when I finally did get back to my home state, because I had to ride a train up there unfortunately, for one of my friend's funerals, I finally had the opportunity to come out to everybody in person, and it was very liberating, and I got a little excited because I'd already come out to a lot of people over the internet, and so now here I am doing it in person and stuff, and people are asking, like I remember there was a party, and this one guy, he's been a drummer in like some of my friends' bands, or one of my friends' bands, for many years, and he freaked out on me. I remember him saying something at a party. He said, "You need to wipe that makeup off your face. You look ridiculous," and blah, blah, blah. And I got really offended. I hadn't even had a chance to come out to him yet. And I remember he said something like, he said, "You need to wipe that off your face." I told him, I said, "I will never wipe the makeup off my face for you or anybody." And, I got very defensive or whatever. He stomped off or whatever. He actually came back later. I guess somebody must have said something to him or something. But he came back later and apologized for acting that way. And I told him to forget about it. And then I told him about how I was trans. And he didn't say anything. But, yeah, it was very strange. Everybody was acting very emotional because at the same time while this is going on, we're all mourning one of my good friend's death. So, yeah, it was a very strange time to try to come out to people at the same time while you're trying to mourn one of your best friends dying. It was very strange. And so at this time, it's October 2010, and I decided, fuck it, pardon my French, I'm just going to stay here. And so I ended up staying back in my home state, and everybody knows now. Everybody knows. And a couple people, like my father and my grandfather, they know, but they are too chicken shit to say anything to me about it. I think that they're hoping that I'm just going to, forget about it or something, or grow out of it or something, or, so they don't get it. It's not something I'm going to forget about, or it's actually something that has gotten stronger, way stronger, over the past years since I came out to everybody in October 2010. I officially started coming out to people in July of 2010, but I didn't start to come out into my friends until around October. I came out to my mother about being trans first. I wrote her a letter, and I let her watch some videos on YouTube with Carponia Adams. I don't know if you've ever seen the coming out video. It was very strange. But I needed to tell her, and so we talked a lot about it. She tried to talk me out of it, of course. It didn't work. Everybody all asked me the same thing, they all like to ask me, if I'm wearing a bra or something. Are your boobs implants? No, they're not, I'm not really as bothered by those questions anymore now. it just lets me know that, they don't know anything about being transgender. And yeah, so somebody was asking me earlier some stuff, and I told them, I said, as for all the haters and the complications that come along with transitioning, I just think of those haters all as bugs on the windshield. Just literally, like, we're driving down this highway and these bugs are splatting on the windshield, and those are all the haters, right? And so basically, the real people, the good people, will shine through all that bug poop. And so yeah, don't worry about these haters. All these haters and stuff, don't worry about them. They are just bugs on the windshield. And you're just going to keep going and screw them. It's their hate, that, is their problem. It's not our problem. Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little vid about that and talk a bit about it. It's been sort of hot today, which is strange because it's supposed to be like winter time, and like it's been getting really hot today. Like I almost feel like I need to go take another shower because I'm getting hot. So yeah, I'm gonna go. But I'll be back to do another video for some more transsexual meltdowns. So toodles.